Hey guys, this is Tiago Shade here, and I'm gonna show you guys some facts on why I truly believe Mr. Eloy Casagrande is the new drummer for Slipknot. I'm gonna show you guys some facts. Even before Sepultura make their announcement, which was today in the morning, 15 hours ago, I received a message from a friend of mine telling me that somebody told him Mr. Andreas Kisser was seen with an American drummer rehearsing at a studio. This is the studio they're rehearsing, right? So essentially, when he told me that, he gave me the profile of the guy, and I heard about, but it's not a drummer that I followed. So I went here to his profile, right, and I was like, let me try to dig something out here. And I started looking at people he recently followed, but as far as I remember, I didn't see anything alarming. So I decided to go member by member of Sepultura, right? And I checked on Andreas Kisser, and I saw that he was still following Eloy. So I jumped to Mr. Derek, and here's the big clue I got when I saw that Derek wasn't following Eloy, and Eloy wasn't following him. So that raised me some eyebrows, and I was like, okay, something is going on here. So right after that, one thing I did, I went to Eloy's profile, right? And I started digging into the people that he recently followed. So I don't know if you guys know that, but the profile that shows here on the top, after, of course, the mutual followers, uh, this is when it starts. Like, this person is the last person that Eloy followed. And look who is here. One of the recent person that he followed was Sid, right? Right? He follows a lot of people, right? So he is not following Eloy, right? But Eloy recently followed him. Okay? Um, if we keep digging here on people that Eloy recently followed, you see this band Chimera. I don't think that's the next project. You see, like, he recently followed Ginger. I don't think that's it. But he followed this guy. This is the big thing here. This guy is the founder, CEO of 5B Artists, which is completely 100% connected to bands like Slipknot. He is involved with Knotfest, right? As it's stated here on his profile. So Eloy just followed this guy, let's say in the last month or so. It's pretty recent, right? There's more to that. There's a lot more to that. I'm gonna give you guys a very strong fact here, based on this stuff, right? I'm digging here to see if I see something else. It starts to get a little old. Let me go back, and I'm gonna go to Eloy's wife's profile, right? We're gonna see here she recently followed a few interesting profiles. That's what I did when I started digging, right? So she's following Not Fast. It's recent. She follow a lot of people, so she might follow like 30 people per month. So if you see me dragging down here, it doesn't mean that it was a long time ago. She's following Mick, right? Mick is not following Eloy. He basically only follows his endorsements, I think. James Root is following Eloy. And one thing I'll show here, I checked with my wife's Instagram, and you can clearly see here that Mr. James Root recently followed Mr. Eloy Casagrande, right? It's recent here. You can see it's pretty recent, right? So, anyways, if we go to Tortilla Man, he followed Eloy, but he followed Eloy a while ago. It's not recent. That's a fact. right? But she followed these three guys basically at the same time in a row. She followed Sid as well, and Sid is not following Eloy anyways, but Eloy followed him, right? Uh, Another thing, this guy here is the drum tech for Slipknot. No matter what, no matter who they hire, usually they're gonna keep the same team that's working with them for a while. So it might be this guy, right? Interesting thing, he just followed this week this guy here, Mr. Bruno Santin, which is a Brazilian drummer, drum tech for Sepultura, friends with Eloy Casagrande. So if you look without following Bruno, you will see that Bruno was recently followed by Mr. Nace, right? And of course, Bruno is also following him, and it is pretty recent. If we go down here, you see recently Bruno followed this guy and also followed Slipknot, which is kind of weird because I know Bruno for a fact. Like, why wasn't him following Slipknot before? I don't know, man. Maybe, um, you know, at certain point here, he had to talk to this guy. I don't know. Sometimes drummers put their new drum tech to talk to the current one, so they figure out things. This is me guessing here. Of course, Bruno is my friend, but of course, I separate things, and I don't talk about professional life with him and stuff like that. I didn't even ask anything. The only thing I did, I'll say, like, I sent him a message yesterday and I say, hey man, I know already, you don't have to say anything, but I already know. And he just visualized the message and didn't say anything. So professional he is. And this is it. Like, I think we have enough stuff here to come out and say that Mr. This is screenshots from yesterday. I just sent it to myself here on WhatsApp today, but you was taken yesterday. So Derek is not following Eloy, wasn't following Eloy. This is what took a screenshot a few days ago, 2 days ago. So all this stuff that I'm showing you guys. One thing that people pointed out to me is that Eloy removed Sepultura from his profile. Man, this is old. I am paying attention to that for a long time. December 10th, 2023, Eloy already removed that. It wasn't there for a while, right? So it is what it is. I think this is also another thing. This is Eloy visiting the local branch for Tama, Promark, Evans, his endorsements. So maybe he went there, to like renew his contract. Of course, if he joins Sepultura, the contract's not gonna be the same. They probably have to update it. So yeah, you guys can dig by yourselves. I truly believe this is the new